Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I have a card tutorial for a very fun card, and it's called a fan fold. It's this. You'll see why it's called a fan fold when I open it, because it swings open sort of like a fan, like that. And then when you close it up, you can swing it around again. And in fact, you can do it in any direction you like. Like so. And you can work your way right back to the front of the card. It is very quick to make. It isn't very difficult either. So if you'd like to find out how you too can make a fun fan fold card, stick with me and I'll show you how. Start with the cardstock cut at 8.5 inches by 8.5 inches, and then place it in the scoreboard and score it at 4.25 inches. Then rotate it and score again at 4.25. And then the last thing you need to do is to make your diagonal score lines. So you want to go from corner to corner here and corner to corner here. Now you could just take a ruler and do that on your mat, or you could place it like I'm going to here. I'm just making sure that those points are on this 6-inch line. So that's where I've chosen to have my crease at. So there, and then again. Follow that track down. Now you have this sort of starburst effect. Next, cut up the 4.25 inch score line. Take it right to the middle. You don't want to go really too far past that. Just try to get it there so that it will still fold. And then to fold this, start with a mountain fold, like that. You're just going to go up and down, and then you'll go up and down, then up, and finally down. You don't do any folding on this last square. So you want to come in, give it a good burnish. And there is your fan. It's going to come round like that. Okay. Now I'm going to mark with a white gel pen on here, so you can see clearly where you're going to orient your panels. So we want, this is our first one, we want whatever image or paper that we want to put on here, we want to be sure that it's going in this direction if it has a direction. And just open it up like so. Do another. And another. And then finally you're at the base, right? And that also is going to go like that. So again, just to go over that quickly with you, we'll start with a mountain, valley, a mountain, a valley, a mountain, and a valley. And then fold it down flat, and then mark where your panels are going to go. This is also going to be where your adhesive goes, so you know exactly where you're going to place your glue, or your tape, whichever you choose. Paper I'm using today is from the Pollyanna Pickering A Winter's Day. I've got the little card popper pad, which is the 4-inch panels, and then the paper, which is 8 by 8. So it coordinates with the little poppers. Now, I'm going to start with this one, which I've cut to 3 3/4. So I've got a 4x4 mat and a 3 3/4 inch square layer. And then you can see that's going to go each of those like that. And all I did was if you look at the paper, it's got a border around it. So all I did was just trim that border off, and that gave me the 3 3/4. So this is going to be for the top. So I'm going to place my layer down. If you don't know who Pollyanna Pickering is, she was a renowned British artist who specialized in painting animals, actually from real animals. These are everything that you see on these poppers were all painted by her from real animals, either that came to live in her garden or she went out into the wild to find them. So she went into India, over to, I think it was Borneo, was one of the last places that she went, to Arizona. She went into Australia, all over the world. And so each of these animals had a beating heart. We're going to place our little topper here, and I've got it mounted on a little bit of cardstock. And I'll mount that with some foam tape as well. That will give it a little bit of lift. Like this. As I said, that's going to go on the top. So if we just bring our fan back in, this first arrow here is where this is going to be placed, and it's only going to be attached to this triangle here. So just take off glue. You could use tape. Of course, you could just flatten it out like that, and that's why putting these little arrows on here helps you to remember which direction, so that if you want to just place your cardstock like that, then you won't get confused as to where your adhesive goes and where your image goes and which direction. So let's get that on there. Try and even that border out a bit. Okay, so that's our first panel finished, then we can decide where we want the others to go. Again, this is going to be in this direction, so let's get it mounted onto this mat. This last piece, which is going to go onto the base, this direction, remember you're going to treat this as though it is a solid square without a line going through it. That means we'll just place the adhesive on the entire back rather than just in one corner. Go in that direction. And then on the back of that, we can strengthen that up and also give ourselves a place to write a message or to stamp a sentiment. Now, I've decided that I'm going to take this just one step further, and I've cut out these diagonal pieces that I can then fit inside like that. I also have a sentiment, which is from the card popper pad, Enjoy the Season. So this is just going to be a nice little card just to send for the beginning of the winter season, holiday season, just because. Just going to put it there across the top. That. There is the little fan fold card, so open it up and swing it around. And you can always come back to the beginning. The last thing I'm going to do is to add this little flower here using a foam square. Just a dab of this glue as well. Place it here on the edge like that. And there we have it. Thank you so much for joining me today in the making of this fan fold card. And I do hope you enjoyed it and that you'll give it a try yourself. Be sure that you are subscribed to the channel, and if you're not, I'd invite you to do so today. Be sure to hit the notification bell so that you will know when I upload another video, which I hope will be very soon. In the meantime, please stay safe and crafty hugs. Bye.